The Devils. J-Dawg back to answer more goddamn questions. Two paid skis came in today, so the minimum quota hit for today. And the first one is from Red, but Red is back with another red ski. So I won't write a fucking essay this time. Hey, paid skis, if you're going to write an essay, that's the most acceptable time to do it, goddammit. I was thinking about what you were saying about eventually getting burned out on doing anything as a job, even if you used to love it. And as someone who's interacted with metal musicians and has been in the scene for years, would you say it's a good idea to want to try and make a living off being a metal band? Or is that just a terrible idea all around and you're better off going to college/trade school and making metal music on the side? Well, I mean, let's just put it in perspective on that. I mean, whatever trade school you go to, and even if you're somewhat passionate about that, you're damn sure going to be burnt out on that. So the whole thing is with guys getting burnt out in the metal scene, stuff like that. Let's say you're a touring band, a band, let's say you're making a living off of it. And I'm not talking the Slayer sizes or anything like that, because it's like, dude, if those guys are complaining, they just need to be bitch fucking slapped. Because, dude, okay, you're on the road and shit, I understand that, but you got it comfy, fucking cozy. You're not traveling in a van with a bunch of other fucking dudes and just, who knows where you're sleeping. You're lucky if it's a hotel, that type of shit. No, you're put up in nice goddamn places, getting a fat, juicy paycheck. They don't even have to unload their own gear. They don't have to sell their own merch. Dude, it's literally fucking Tom O'Reilly's just got to get up there, play bass, and sing. That's it. It's like he's not even carrying his own goddamn bass up there. Sets it off to the side and it's loaded in the van. Like he literally has to do nothing. Doesn't interact with the goddamn fans. That's for goddamn sure. And if they are, they're doing a meet and greet for some decent fucking loot. Yeah, I'd be all for meeting people too. If I had a line of 1,000 people, I got to meet, and each one of them paid $150 a head. Hell's fucking yeah! You can just feel that bank account. I'd be smiling ear to ear too if that's the fucking case. Well, they don't do that, dog. I'm just saying that's probably the minimum case because when I did it with King Diamond, Slayer's a fuck lot larger than goddamn King Diamond. I paid the middle package, and I think it was 200 a person. I mean, okay, I think it was $400 total. So Slayer's surely more than that, or very at least that. Or they don't do a meet and greet, dog. All the more, dude. He's literally waiting in his hotel room until he's got to get on stage, getting fucking blowjobs and lap dances, fucking all you can eat goddamn buffet. It's guaranteed something along those goddamn lines. So you got tape on that mouth shut. Ozzy too, dude. He has his own goddamn. You ever see that guy? How that guy travels? He has literally a fucking bed. His wife's with them, the dogs, everything. It's like, yeah, that's real hard. Now, I don't think these guys are complaining either. Having said that, let's say a band like Dying Fetus size, Suffocation size. I'm going even a little bit smaller than the Cannibals and shit, because I have a feeling Cannibals got it pretty goddamn fucking easy peasy too at this point. Could be wrong, but I get the vibe. It's pretty cushy. Immolation size, Incantation size. I get the vibe that yeah, that there is definitely work involved in that. When I say work, I don't mean going up there and playing. That's fucking obvious. I mean to where they may have to load their own gear. They may sometimes like, hey man, where are we staying tonight? Well, promoter fucked us. We're sleeping in the van tonight. Dog would be fucking. I'd sleeping in a fucking van with four other dudes. Fuck that, brah. I ain't getting paid enough for this goddamn gig. Nights where maybe they get kind of shafted on pay, like, hey, we were guaranteed $5,000 for the nights. Guy only gave us 1,500. As far as I'm concerned, too, because I mean, Dawg's no goddamn veteran at putting on shows, but we did Hell's Head Bash and shit like that, and I did put on that L-Cat's birthday bash, and I'm putting on my second show, June 21st, 2025, West Side Bowl. Goddamn, it's still in the goddamn works. Well, it hasn't been announced yet, dog, because I only got 2 bands fucking confirmed, and I'm not going to announce it until I have at least five to six bands. But when I have 5 solid yeses, that's when I'm going to announce it. But the date is going to be Saturday, June 21st, 2025. So mark your fucking calendars. Preferably outer towners come up. Dawg is putting it up with his own money. But what I'm getting at is like because I've heard horror stories. Donna and Dad's told me horror stories and shit like that, where they play a town and whatever their guarantee was, the guy hands them $400. So, well, that's too. We only sold 30 tickets. That's not my problem, man. It's like this was the guarantee that this is what we get. For example, with my show, I thought I expected to goddamn lose money. When the bands got there, you can even ask the goddamn bands. Molder, Melting Rot, Nunslaughter, Lurking Corpses and a Val, she played for free. She's a friend of mine, and she's like, yeah, we just be glad for the advertisement, new band. Uh, I just said, well, okay, I mean, food and drinks on me. Like, you'll give you wristbands, just don't pay for your fucking drinks, and I'll supply fucking food. I was like, at least that, food, water, drinks, beers, alcohol. If you want to do shots, whatever, just put it all on my goddamn tab. So you got to get something. I was like, so that was a real nice one. And then, is that everybody played? Yeah, Slaughter, Melting Rot, Molder, Lurking Corpses of Val. Yeah. So Corpses, Melting Rots, Slaughter, and Molder, before they even fucking played, before I got anything, like at the end of the night, like I don't know how many tickets sold. I handed them an envelope, which the amount that they said, here's how much we need. Molder needed some rooms. I told Air Dawg, just book the rooms, give me the bill. That's what he did. Zellied on the money. How much is it, bro? Boom, there you go. That was way in advance. They get there, here's your money. That's how it's supposed to be done, dude. So when I hear a band like, let's say Immolation, their guarantees like we get $5,000 a night, and the guy only sold 150 tickets, bro. Here's your $2,000. Fuck you. As far as I'm concerned, you just stole $3,000 from me. That's an ass stomping right there. And what I'm getting at is, I have a feeling bands of that caliber, the Incantations and shit, Dying Fetus stuff, they may. I could be completely wrong. I get the vibe they might still go through that from time to time. That's some bullshit. That's a rough job right there if that's the case. Um, yeah, I guess they all have merch guys, but a little bit more goddamn work. What I'm getting at, yeah, I can understand how that job could get a little burnt out. However, having said that, don't take it completely for granted. Think about it from this avenue, and I've told this to Athnar and Dawn of the Deads and a few other people. Dude, like if I was to live to be 100 years old and each one of those guys died tomorrow, say Dawn of the Dead died tomorrow, I live to be 100. He has done more in this world and seen more in this world than I ever will in the next, whatever that's next 61 years if I live to be. And he's not even 60 yet. I'm never going to see all those places. I'm never going to do all that. So just by definition, you're born on this planet, so you only have one life, do something with it. You kind of lived your life to the fullest. I understand, well, yeah, I went to Italy, dude, but I wasn't exactly like sightseeing the whole time. You saw more than I did, dude. I wasn't there. I was on my fucking couch. I was at a goddamn dusty warehouse, packing up records. You did more in the world than I did. I have no problem admitting it. That's facts. So I would look at it, and I would look at the positive of that. I don't know, dude. You got to go around the world, fucking meet a bunch of people, play with a bunch of different bands, see different parts of the world. That's kind of like the dream. Like ultimately, like people, if you want to do something in the world, that's the ultimate. The ultimate thing about a lot of people that retire and stuff, they want to travel. The only reason why some of them don't is because they can't afford it. So, I would look at that from that avenue. And well, like Red's asking, well, yeah, would you get burnt out doing it for a living? Okay, even if you are, still just look at the positive. This was your passion. You're making a living off it, and you're seeing the entire goddamn world. What do you went to a trade, or let's just say you became a lawyer, or a doctor, or a welder, or a plumber, or whatever your trade you wanted to do. You don't think you're gonna get burned out on that? You're gonna get burned out more than that. You're going to an office every day. You ain't living life. I've always said it, dude. Unless you're extremely passionate, you still love it. If you're a fucking heart surgeon making $1 million a year, but you're on call, let's say you work in an emergency hospital, and you hear stories like this. They're on call all the time. They have no life, dude. Like even when they're on fucking vacation or whatever, they have to have the beeper. They're on call. That fucking sucks, dude. Even if yeah, I worked 80 hours a week. Like people that brag, I work 80 hours a week. I know what you're bragging about, dude. So you're basically saying you're pissing your entire life away. You're living just to work. Now, again, someone like myself or whatever, because I do work a lot, but at least I enjoy what I'm doing. Hence, if you're in a band, if you're working all the time, stuff like that, you're traveling the world. But if you're a doctor or a plumber, you're punching clock. Unless you do enjoy it that much, you're just strapped to a fucking to an office doing something that 20 years down the line, you're probably pretty fucking burned out on. Yeah, you're making great money, but if you're working all the time, when the hell do you even get to enjoy that goddamn money? So I would look at that goddamn money. You'd still have its burnout or not, 20 years on the job, you know, let's say immolation size, incantation size, because the odds that you're blowing up cannibal size or Slayer or more, it's good motherfucking luck. The best you can kind of hope for if you're going to be in an underground band is, immolation, incantation, fetus size would be stretching it, right? Exhume size, shit like that, where those guys I'm sure all live off. Well, I know they live off the band. They probably told me. But I doubt they're. I mean, they're not. I highly doubt they're making 6 figures a year take home. Could be wrong. I don't know their goddamn personal finances, but they're probably just making an okay living. But just an average middle class, be my guess. But that's what it comes with it. So, but beats the alternative in my book. So, yeah, I guess it's choice is yours, man. He says it would explain why Flo, Sven, King Diamond, etc. don't listen to metal anymore. Years of touring and playing the same songs over and over wears on you. I don't agree with that, man. Not in those three cases. I'll tell you why. Number one, King Diamond, that's a horrible fucking example. Granted, I bust his balls, but I do get it to an extent. The guy is an older guy. He's not going to like fucking hemorrhage. I expect that. Now, will say this. It's a little bit like, huh? You're not that old to like, but he says, again, they kind of don't count though. He says he likes Slayer and Metallica. With your friends, man. Who in the 80s of a band that you like that you weren't friends with? I was going to say Exciter, but I played with them too. First US tour was Exciter. Dan Beeler sent in my goddamn number. Watch my goddamn Dan Beeler interview. Exciter. But let's just say he truly likes it. I mean, he should like Venom, Frost, Exciter, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Overkill, Hyrax, stuff like Agent Steel, Savage Grace. I mean, you would think he would at least like that. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't. Maybe he does. But yeah, I get why he doesn't like Butchered at Birth. That makes sense. He's literally a year older than my dad. So I fucking get that. Now, fucking poser ass Flo and Sven. Dude, I called Flo a poser since the day one. When Whisper Supremacy came out. I think that was that 99 or 2000. I picked the disc up the year it came out. Literally looked at the back, wasn't sure which guy was which. No exaggeration. Who's this poser with Adidas pants on? Exact words. And then, sure enough, the story I heard it, goddamn, Mike told me, dude, he doesn't listen to metal whatsoever. Zero. Yeah, makes sense. Look at him. Doesn't look like he does. Dude, even when you look at None So Vile photo, he doesn't look deplorable, but it's who's this preppy ass Zach Morris looking bitch? He don't look metal to me. He doesn't look. I think he had a black shirt on or something, so he didn't look epicardectimony fucking bad. Not going to say that, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, other than John, Lord Worm, I'm talking about in None So Vile. These are the only guys that kind of fit the fucking bill. Lord Worm for sure. Stand there looking just goddamn like a serial killer with a fucking shovel. The guy just looks fucking creepy as fuck. Get the vibe he's a total fucking weirdo in a good way too. I'd love to meet me some goddamn Worm. Man, nothing would beat a goddamn Worm photo, Worm interview, and the scribbles on the goddamn Blast Me Fave Slush and Unso Vile. Two best records ever to come out of Canada. That's right. I said it, goddamn it. Said it in a minute. But yeah, get the only one that fucking fit the bill. So I always call dude, that's what I'm saying. Before this info comes out, swinging down the park. I called Mike Majeski out back then. I called fucking Flo out back then. I called Big Pop out there. Those three in particular, I'm like, these guys are fucking posers. I was like, they're just fucking posers. I could just tell by looking at them. Never having met them. Fucking posers. Turns out Dawg's 100% right. 100% right. Comes out. Makes sense. Looked at him. Poser radar went right on off. So look at this goddamn poser. He ain't listening to goddamn No Neck before. Like fuck he is. Total poser. So he's exempt. He was already a poser from day one. Sven from Aborted, I will say this, that kind of caught me by surprise. I met Sven in 2000. It was before even Engineering the Dead was out. It was like right before it came out. I might even bought it there because they were selling it because it wasn't technically out yet, but they had their copies. Ohio Death Fest 2000, 2001, just whichever year they got in played. He was cool. I hung out with him, got my photo with him. He signed definitely my Purity of Perversion. I think LP and CD. Can't remember if I brought both. So Dawg owns both, of course, goddamn it. Goddamn, Dawg sure would like to do goddamn Purity of Perversion on vinyl. Reissue fucking wax. First 100 copies on Picture This. So put it out there, goddamn it. Let fucking Border know. Just accept the record too. C-Dog kind of pulled this shit on me too, and he knows those first two aborteds are goated as fuck. Oh man, that band's kind of embarrassing. No, they're embarrassing now. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You see all these fucking twink cores walking around with the board shirts and just pure fucking poser fest. But dude, do not sleep on that Purity Perversion. I'm telling you, that's as stupid as saying fucking, oh dude, Show No Mercy sucks because they got Diabolis and Musica. What the fuck? I mean, it's still, they got goated fucking shit. Purity of Perversion, and saying it right now, is hands down top 10 greatest gore grind records of all time, dude. I'm saying it in a minute. Dude, Sven, part of it is because Sven's vocals, dude. They're so fucking over the top. Nobody sounds like him. He does the dual three-way different vocals, those highs, those gurgles, and the lows. Fucking great. And dude, all the songs completely distinguishable apart. Not one goddamn song on there sounds alike. A lot of gore grind kind of blurs together. Hell, let's even call it like it is, dude. Let's cut the fucking shit. Dawg's honest. He calls it like it is. As great as like the Scourge from Mexico is, dude, the songs blur together a little bit. You got to listen to that thing fucking 10 times before you can tell that shit apart. Let's call it like the fuck it is. You can listen to Purity of Perversion twice and just be air guitar in that thing and tell the songs apart. Just can. Flat out can. Engineering the Dead, the second album, extremely fucking good. Nailed through her cunt. Who the fuck don't like that? Jams for days. But it's just not quite as good. And then the split with Christ Denied was awesome too. After that, dude, Gormageddon up. Shit fucking show. Man, the Dawg was not a fucking fan. Goddamn, Border Pure Perversion. Sure would like to do that on fucking vinyl. The original is, like I said, Dawg owns it. Flimsy cover, no spine. I think it does have an insert in it. Cover's fuzzy. They scan it from a goddamn CD. Hells me better. Do it on goddamn gatefold cover. First 100 I'll pick this. Whole goddamn bits. Hit me up, Border. I know you won't, but if you're cool, you will. But Sven was cool. Talked to him. He looked metal. Tons of energy on stage. Fit the fucking bill. And full disclosure, I don't know that Sven's a poser. I never called him out. I never thought that. Well, you called him out on video. No. I told a story that I was told. Somebody told me that at the tour with them. He says that the guy said something like, not talking trash about death metal, but at the same time, kind of like, why does anyone care about this stuff? And that he listens to Korn and Slipknot. That's what he's actually into. That seems kind of hard to believe to me, but that's what I was told. Could he have been yanking the Dawg's chain? The guy it came from, it's unlikely, but maybe he misheard. Hell, maybe Sven was yanking his chain. He was just fucking with him. What are you talking about, dude? That was a joke. Maybe that's his sense of humor. I did get the vibe from the conversation I had with Sven that he is kind of a gooster. Like he has like that smart ass sarcasm. Could be totally fucking wrong. It's 25 years ago. He looks at me, we talking about the most serious motherfucker in the world. Then I stand goddamn corrected. I'm just saying that's a little bit of the vibe I got when talking to him for 10 minutes. So yeah, can't vouch for those good guys. I doubt newer bands would be able to make much off it anyways. There's exceptions. I mean, I'm sure 200 stab wounds is a fucking is doing okay, and if they're not, mark my words, 10 years from now they will be. As long as they stick it out, keep putting stuff out and touring, they're on their way to being. By the way, have you ever listened to Division Speed? No, but we've carried them. Since Toxic Holocaust, home on a stretcher, broski. Highly fucking doubt that. But maybe. But not even maybe. It don't. Maybe it's good. I'll give it that. Andrew Barron, paid question. Hey, J-Dog, just wondering if you heard or remember a group called Fall of the Bastards. Never heard of it, so you just send it over to me. I put it on the YouTube link. It had a member of Splatterhouse in it. They were a black metal band from Portland, Oregon. Here's the clip of one of their songs. Sadly, they split up a while ago. Here's the clip he sent me. Yeah, I thought that song was pretty damn good, actually. And I was surprised. Wow, this is from Splatterhouse? Totally different. Makes sense, though. Unlike some bands, yeah, they do different bands, even though I like them, like Satanic War Master, with all his other side bands he fucking does. It's like other than like Armor and Heavy Cross, I was like, it's just the same style of black metal. I mean, don't be wrong, I could tell the songs apart and shit like that. But I was like, I don't get it. Like, why do you need 10 different black metal bands? It makes literally no sense to me. Roga from Rib Spreader, Paganizer, and he's a few others. It's all sweet as death metal. I'm like, just do Rib Spreader, man. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. If you're gonna do a different band, it's for the sake of because you're doing a completely different genre of music. Hence, what Carcass should have done. I give him up to necroticism. That was fine. I still think that's acceptable to have the name Carcass under. But by Heartwork, which again I like, just change the fucking name, man. Change the name to Carnal Forge or fucking Heartwork. I would have called it Carnal Forge personally. Probably my favorite song on Heartwork too. In case you have to goddamn give a fuck. Do Carnal Forge and then put out Heartwork, Swan Song, Surgical Steel. That would have been totally fine. It's like, okay, they're playing like melodic death and roll stuff now. This makes sense. He goes out from Splatterhouse to goddamn Fall of the Bastards. Makes sense why they didn't pull Fall of the Bastards under Splatterhouse. That came out as the next Splatterhouse. Like, the fuck is this shit? It's like melodic goddamn black death metal. Why the fuck is this under Splatterhouse? It's like, it's pretty good music, but it doesn't sound anything like Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse was a fucking gore grind band. That's all I'm goddamn saying. It's just almost like, just keep the name true to what it is. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but I thought it was pretty good. But no, I never heard one prior to that. Also, Metal Threat got postponed till next year and would love to have Destroyer 66 at Milwaukee Metal Fest, but sadly a little late for that, I think. Yeah, I have no control over that, man. That'd be I would. There's nothing I would love more than having Destroyer 66 at Milwaukee Metal Fest. If nothing else, get to see them. I want to interview KK Warslut. He already told me no. He said because he's afraid that people twist his words. I'm like, well, just don't drop any fucking shit that you know is going to be canceled. Don't talk about the dumbass vax, which I'm not going to ask you about. I care anyways. Don't talk about stupid ass anything racial or shit. I don't know if the guy's a racist or not. Don't know. Don't care. Don't care what kind of breakfast cereal he likes. Don't bring anything that up if that's your opinion. Don't bring anything about. I don't think anybody really cares if we talk about COVID anymore. Don't talk about Orange Man, Sleepy Joe, politics shit. That again, more shit. I was like, I would just change the subject anyway. Like, dude, I don't even want to talk about this. And transgenders and all this other shit get canceled. Again, more crap I don't care about. So the only stuff that maybe you're going to get bashed for or canceled or shit thrown at you, I don't want to talk about anyways. I want to talk about metal. I want to talk about from the Beast of Warlust days to goddamn Destroyer 66. I want to clarify who came up with the name Destroyer 66. One of the goddamn coolest names of fucking metal in my goddamn opinion. You just see it. You know it's Twin Core free. This is metal as fuck. Want to ask him about the on Unchained the Wolves, it just says death metal. You guys are death. Do you, in your opinion, consider yourself a death metal band? Most people consider you like a black thrash band, including myself. Shit like that. This is the kind of shit I'm going to ask. How was the Australian scene back in the fucking early '90s, as far as crowd attendance, stuff like that? When did you hear stuff like Slaughterlord? You did Black Ace Records. You put out the goddamn Incubus, Sinful Dreams, Spectral Death, Spectral Birth demo LP. One of the Dawg's favorites. Some of my fucking favorite thrash demos of all time. Incubus, Sinful Dreams demo, 87. Then 88, they changed their name. Same band though to Spectral Birth, and they did the 88 demo. Those two, that he did it on a split 12-inch LP, limited to 333 copies. Dawg owns it, of course. Goddammit. Ask about that. Those homeboys putting it out, everything. That's the kind of shit I'm gonna ask. So that's what I want for a fucking interview. But he didn't seem goddamn interesting. Granted, I didn't give him that list of goddamn questions, so maybe. But if nothing else, at least to watch him live, get a goddamn Unchained the Wolves picture of this fucking sign from my goddamn wall. Yeah, but the odds of that happening is slim to none up. Hit up Jamie Jossi if you want to. Maybe you can make it after goddamn last minute, but probably not. So, but either way, Dawg's gonna be there. So, comes with church, look at you, putting on my skin in the morning. Later, goddamn it.